Prepare to have the hair on the back of your neck stand on end as you watch these unsolved mysteries, which are among the most terrifying we've ever heard. Have you heard anything in the news about these unsolved mysteries? Watch this video till the end to get more information on these unsolvable mysteries. For some though, there is an end in sight. These are the mysteries that could be solved in the next decade. The incident at Dyatlov Pass. 9 ski hikers died mysteriously in the mountains of what is now Russia on the first night of February 1959. The night of the incident, the group had set up camp on a slope, had dinner, and was getting ready to sleep. But something went horribly wrong, and the group never returned. Searchers discovered the hikers' abandoned tent on February 26th, which had been ripped open from the inside. Footprints left by the group surrounded the area, some wearing socks, some wearing a single shoe, and some barefoot, all which continued to the edge of a nearby wood. That's where the first 2 bodies were discovered, shoeless and only wearing underwear. The scene bore signs of hypothermia death. But as medical examiners inventoried the bodies, as well as the other 7 discovered in the months that followed, hypothermia no longer made sense. In fact, the evidence was illogical. One body had blunt force trauma consistent with a brutal assault. Another had 3rd-degree burns. One had vomited blood. One was missing a tongue, and some of their clothing was radioactive. Theories have included KGB interference, drug overdoses, UFOs, gravity anomalies, and the Russian Yeti. A documentary filmmaker recently presented a theory involving a terrifying but real phenomenon known as infrasound, in which the wind interacts with the topography to produce a barely audible hum that can induce powerful feelings of nausea, panic, dread, chills, nervousness, increased heartbeat rate, and breathing difficulties. The only certainty is that whatever occurred involved an overwhelming and possibly inhuman force. Who and where is D.B. Cooper? November 24th, 1971. Dan Cooper was a passenger on Northwest Airlines Flight 305, a 30-minute flight from Portland to Seattle. Passengers and flight attendants described him as a man in his mid-40s wearing a dark suit, a black tie with a mother-of-pearl tie clip, and a neatly pressed white-collared shirt. He took his seat, lit a cigarette, and ordered a bourbon and soda, which he paid for in cash. He handed a note to a 23-year-old flight attendant shortly after takeoff, who ignored it, assuming it was just the man's phone number. "Miss, you should really take a look at that note. I have a bomb," Dan Cooper said. Cooper reclaimed the note after the flight attendant read it, but his demands for $200,000 in negotiable American currency, worth $1 million today, 4 parachutes, and a fuel truck waiting in Seattle to refuel the plane upon arrival. The demands were brought to the captain by the flight attendant. The president of the airline authorized full cooperation. The other passengers had no idea what was going on because they had been told that the landing had been delayed due to mechanical difficulties. The plane landed at 5:39 p.m. An airline employee delivered a cash-filled knapsack and parachutes, and Cooper allowed all passengers and 2 flight attendants to exit. Cooper explained his plan to the crew while refueling. A southeasterly course towards Mexico with 1 more refueling stop in Nevada. The plane took off 2 hours later. Cooper's absence was noticed when it arrived in Reno. Cooper, incorrectly referred to as D.B. Cooper, was never seen or heard from again. There was no parachute found, and the ransom money was never used. In 1980, a young boy on vacation with his family in Oregon discovered several packets of the ransom money, identifiable by serial number, sparking a massive search for Cooper or his remains. Nothing was ever discovered. For a time, it was assumed that Mad Men's fictitious Don Draper would become Cooper. In the real world, a parachute strap was discovered at one of Cooper's possible landing sites in 2017. What is Area 51? Area 51, located in southern Nevada, is a United States military base whose existence was unknown until 2013, when the CIA was forced to respond to a Freedom of Information Act request from 2005. According to historical evidence, Area 51 appears to support the development and testing of experimental aircraft and weapons. Public satellite images such as those found on Google Maps do not provide information. Even those with security clearance are transported to Area 51 from Las Vegas by an airline called Janet, whose planes are unmarked and whose windows are shrouded upon descent. Because of the intense secrecy surrounding Area 51, rumors have circulated that the government uses it to house crashed UFOs and conduct lab tests on aliens. Other theories about what Area 51 is used for include time travel research, teleportation research, meetings with extraterrestrials, weather control research, and activities related to a shadowy one-world government. The origins of these theories are as mysterious as Area 51 itself. But one thing is certain, people love a good conspiracy theory. At one point, conspiracy theorists believed the 1969 moon landing was a hoax. The disappearance of Paula Jean Welden. On December 1st, 1946, Paula Jean Welden, 18, was a sophomore at Bennington College when she told her roommate, Elizabeth Parker, she was going for a long walk, but did not return. The search concentrated primarily on Vermont's Long Trail, a 270-mile trail that ran through Vermont to the Canadian border, where local witnesses claimed to have seen her. However, the trail produced no leads, and soon what the Bennington Banner refers to as tantalizing and unquestionably strange leads began to emerge. These include claims by a waitress in Massachusetts that she served an agitated young woman who matched Paula's description. Paula's father disappeared for 36 hours after learning of this particular lead, supposedly in pursuit of the lead. But it was a strange move that led to him becoming a prime suspect in Paula's disappearance. Soon after, rumors circulated that Paula's home life was not as idyllic as her parents had claimed to the police. Paula had apparently not returned home for Thanksgiving the week before, and she may have been upset over a disagreement with her father. Paula's father, for his part, proposed that Paula was upset about a boy she liked and that the boy should have been a suspect. Over the next decade, a Bennington resident boasted to friends twice that he knew where Paula's body was buried. However, he was unable to lead the police to any body, let alone Paula's, and with no evidence of a crime, nobody, and no forensic clues, the case became colder and the theories became stranger, including those involving the paranormal. The Bennington Triangle theory, proposed by New England author and occult researcher Joseph Citro, explained the disappearance as being linked to a special energy that attracts outer space visitors, who would have taken Paula back to their world. The disappearance of Malaysian Airlines Flight 370. The last of these unsolved mysteries occurred on March 8, 2014, when a Boeing 777 carrying 239 passengers and crew members vanished into thin air while flying from Malaysia to China. The largest multinational search effort in aviation history has yielded only 20 pieces of aircraft debris. Malaysia's Prime Minister has declined to comment, other than to say that the plane vanished over the Indian Ocean. The lack of closure has spawned a plethora of theories, many of which are classified as conspiracy theories, which, according to Harvard professor Cass Sunstein, are a natural byproduct of horrific and disastrous situations because such events make people angry, fearful, and looking for a target. Theories include hijacking, capture by the US, crew suicide, the pilot was reportedly having marital problems, a fire aboard the aircraft, vertical entry into the sea, a meteor strike, and even alien abduction. Despite 3 years and $160 million spent scouring thousands of square miles of ocean, the disappearance of Malaysia Airlines Flight 370 and the 239 people on board remains a mystery. So that's the end of the video. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and press the notification bell so you never miss out on our next videos. Until the next video, take care.